Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here with the next entry into the Oh Crap Moments replay contest. Here we have Addison Wang in the Tier 10 American battleship Montana on the map Sleeping Giant. Now he's also divisioned up with two of his friends. You see you got one in the Worcester, Shadow Vulture, and one in the Salem, Admiral Calamari. And this is, of course, Sleeping Giant, the map that everyone loves to go to D on in a lemming train and camp and snipe at each other for about 20 minutes or until one of the two teams eventually gets the upper hand. However, Addison and his friends have spawned in over at the A cap, and instead of going to D in a lemming train with the rest of the team, they've decided they want to go to A, and they're even asking the Kabarovs to come to A with them. And the Kabarovs are like, nah dude, I'm out. I ain't doing that. It's a death trap. Because the A cap usually is a death trap for, well, anyone that goes there. Because it's, it's completely encased in between two islands, has one island in the middle, and it's usually a torpedo fest in the middle. Not to mention the outside western portion of the map that surrounds A. It's usually a sniper fest. It's very open. There's only one island for you to hide behind, and if you're in a battleship, it's usually a death sentence. But anyway, Addison's division presses on without their destroyer, who's now full steam to D. So the Montana, the Tier 10 American battleship Montana, probably has some of the most accurate guns in the game. 12 16-inch guns. They are the smallest guns on any Tier 10 battleship, but they're accurate, hit hard. Especially if you're within like 15 kilometers of a Montana, you're probably getting deleted. Oh look, a Moskva within 15 kilometers of a Montana. And you see Addison has priority target, so he's being targeted by 4 ships right now. And yep, there goes that Moskva's health. And now he has the Salem and the Worcester opening up on him. There's a Missouri, the ships in spot. So Addison's being targeted by 3 ships right now. So and it was 4 earlier. So there's at least 4 ships at A. So that's 4 ships to Addison's 3-ship division. So not too bad. Only 1 ship more than them. There's also a ship capping in A. It's probably a destroyer. So that's 5. And there's a Worcester coming this way. That's 6. And he takes another 10k health off that Moskva. From some very nice shooting there. He's also pretty much gone straight into kite mode, which means when you're fighting a Moskva and a battleship, you definitely don't want to show them more side than you want to. Oh, and then there's the Kurfürst, and there's Al. 7, 8 ships at A to Addison's 3-ship division. Oh, look, there's 2 destroyers. 9, 10 ships. 10 enemy ships at A. The other 2, it's a battleship up on top of B who's heading over this way. There's 1 cruiser at D who looks like he's just kiting for his life right now. So pretty much 90% of the enemy team is now at A with Addison's 3-ship division. Addison's 3-ship division is the only thing standing in between this massive lemming train and Addison's team, who has decided to all go to A. Now, if this enemy team can get through Addison's division, they can cap C, and then they have Addison's team caught in a crossfire between the ships that would be camping at C and A. So, Addison's division has some work to do. And keep in mind, this is a Salem and a Worcester and a Montana. The Salem and the Worcester don't have any torpedoes or anything, and they're not that heavily armored of cruisers. And yeah, the Monty is a very powerful tier 10, but against 10 enemy ships at once, the odds are not in their favor. So this Kurfürst is of course charging the Salem and this Worcester because they don't have torpedoes. He has absolutely nothing to fear from them. And something to note about this Kurfürst, he's been HE spamming this entire time. Like, I'm not kidding. The first time I watched this, I took note of him because he was just firing HE. Now, if he's running the 420 guns on the Kurfürst, he actually has enough power to overpin the bows of the Worcester and the Salem. But I don't know if he was running the 406s or what. But he's still HE spamming. And there goes, yeah, the Salem Calamari. Admiral Calamari just went down. He did 150k damage on his way out. So even the Daring is charging the Worcester, which I'm not sure that's such a good idea for the Daring, but he is, and he just got a bunch of torpedoes off on the Worcester. Now the Kurfürst is at 1300 health. I'm pretty sure Assen doesn't even just shoot at him. I think his friend in the Worcester is going to take him out. But there is the enemy Zal. And if you can't tell, the enemy Worcester has decided that he wants to barbecue Addison's Montana here. And I don't know what's up with Zal. He's kind of just chilling there. He just stopped. Broadside on to Monty, and you know, Orange Jesus has the mercy upon him. Assen dodges some nice torpedoes right there. So yeah, there we go. I believe his friend in the Worcester just took out the Daring. I don't know why a Daring would bombardment charge a Worcester. It's probably the quickest way to end your life. But then the enemy Zal takes out the Shadow Vulture in the Worcester, and now he's broadside on to Addison. And yep, there we go. Addison took care of the rest of that Zal. And now the Missouri and the Monty are approaching him, and I mean, these are very similar ships, have very similar strengths and weaknesses. So Addison now has to deal with these two ships on top of, well, 4 other enemy ships. And I don't know why look at this. The Missouri just opens up for him, and kaboom! No citadels, but still 17k in pure pins. And now instead of, I was expecting the Missouri to turn into Addison and get at his broadside, because then all of Addison's turrets would be out of place. And I mean, he just got off with getting just 17k in pins and no citadels. Addison takes a shot at that Montana, dodges some more torpedoes, and now Addison has successfully chased these two ships into the map border. Yeah, this is quite hilarious. Alright, so there's now the Missouri and the Montana have collided, and the Missouri has effectively held the Monty in place for Addison's next move. And Addison's also eyeing up that turrets, because you guys can probably guess what Addison is planning at this point. Low health Montana, way outnumbered. And there's a nice, juicy, almost full health Montana just chilling there. And boop! High caliber in, what, 6 minutes? Okay. So, Addison's division effectively just killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ships. I believe they are the, yeah. Addison got 2, Shadow Vulture got 3, and the Cab and the Musashi picked off the low health ships that were left behind. So, the rest of Addison's team is still all up over on the other side of the map, while Addison's the enemy team is still trying to recover from losing most of their ships to just 3 ships. And if you guys can't tell, the outcome of this game is pretty much already determined. I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward. Nothing really interesting happens for the rest of the match. The Addison's team just kind of picks off the rest of the enemy ships, and there you go. They win with 1 enemy destroyer being left, and the only 3 ships sinking on Addison's team is Addison's division. So bravo to Addison and his division right there. That was an amazing hold. Well, it was more than a hold. They actually wiped out most of the enemy team with just 3 ships. I mean, the 2 ships that got kills during Addison's division's last stand, they just finished off low health ships anyway. So I would throw those two kills in with Addison's division's already 5 kills. So I mean, god dang, that was wow. I mean, that's probably one of the biggest oh crap moments I've seen in World Warships period. Just come around the corner, and there's the entire enemy team charging you. So again, good job to Addison. And let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this replay? Would this be your choice so far? I know there's only 2 replays up on the channel, but just let me know what you think about this. And you should be seeing depending upon what happens tomorrow, I'm either going to have the Prince Idol Friedrich first impressions. I think you can just buy it once they release the campaign tomorrow. And if they can, I'm going to get it and get my first impressions out for you guys, so that you guys know, hey, do you want to grind for this or what? And then I believe on Saturday, no, because tomorrow's Friday, and then on Saturday you should see the third replay, and then the winner should be announced probably a week from today, because I should have all 5 of them up by then, and it'll be about a day or so after the last one. But yeah, there's even more stuff coming, and it gets crazier. So again, if you like the video, drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. On our way to 1,500 subscribers, so it'd be awesome if you could join us on our journey there. And again, thanks to all of you guys for watching. Hope to catch all of you guys in the next one.